this is Angela Art. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a happy new year. Happy New Year 2024. There's going to be a couple changes in my channel, and today I'm here because I'm a new advisor in Creative Memories, and I want to build my channel with Creative Memories. I am going to be using the tools. Like I say, I'm barely new to the channel, but I am going to do tutorial how to use some of the tools. How can you still use and stay in your style using the Creative Memories products? A lot of people thought that Creative Memory was out of market. I thought so until one day I kind of looked at a video and saw my upper advisor, and I started buying their punches, and I loved it, and that I wanted to bring that kind of inspiration to all of you. So we're going to be having and doing process layouts. We're going to do tutorial how to use your punches to do different borders and tools and use all the different collection. If you don't have an advisor and will like any of the tools I'm going to be using in this process video, please feel free to go to my website. It is in the description box below. But if you have an advisor, with no means, go to your advisor and get your tools. If you don't have one, I'll be delighted to have you or be part. Or if you're interested in becoming an advisor, just let me know and I can guide you through. We're going to start working today for the first time in a process layout. I'm not a chronological scrapbooker, but I'm going to try to work in an album from 2007 when my in-laws came and we took them to Disneyland. So I'm going to be working that in between those. I might put tutorials and I might do other layouts. So with no further ado, let's go to my workspace and see what can I create. I hope I inspire you, so come on and play. Hi, this is Angela. Welcome to my workspace. We're going to work in a Creative Memory layout and in the 101 scrapbooking idea sketch. This is the brand new book that we have sketches. We have a year to complete all the 101 sketches, and if you do that, you can win. This was a promotional, so I don't know if it's on sale. The tools I'm going to use in here, some of them are still available, some are not. If they're still available, I will link it down before if you're interested, or you can go to my website and look. So the sketch I'm going to work with is 2 to 3 photos, but I'm going to make it a 4 photo. And it's sketch page 43. And it was created in 2022. It doesn't say who the creator was, but it was using our moment collection. So this is the sketch I'm going to use. This one that you see over here. Okay? So the collection I'm going to use is Out of This World. I have the stickers. And I picked some papers from that collection, and those papers that I picked are this yellow, this orange, this kind of like multiple colors. I don't know if I'm going to use it horizontal or vertical, and these stars. These are all from the collection. These 4 papers I'm going to use. The design require 4 papers. I might use some of this Jazzberry designer paper pack. This paper pack is available. If I might use this paper or this paper. One of these two. I'm not sure yet. So those are those. Then I'm going to use from the National Creator Sampler. I might use the cannery to make the background, my base, because I use a 3-ring binder, and these photos have to continue until I start using the making memory albums. I know they're 12 by 12, so we'll see. And I am going to use the Sweet Summon Blossom. I'm going to use an opal shimmer. Since I'm starting with, they have a bunch of cardstock. This is the cannery. I am going to use probably one of these two colors that are similar. I try to match them with Creative Memories, okay? So those are all the papers from Summer Nights. I am going to use one of those embellishments, because if you see here, you have, I'm going to use a punch for this, and the punch I'm going to use for that is the following punch. It is the Mandala Burst. I am going to use that punch. And also I am going to use the ephemera. I don't know if I'm going to use my photo one. I'm not sure yet. So let's see. I'm going to use my distresser. I like to distress. I'm going to use some ink my edges. I have my old scissor from Making Memories that it's over 20 something years ago, and also my little multi-purpose tool. I have my paper trimmer, and I was going to use something else and I don't know where I put it. And I'm going to use the embellishments, but we're going to come back to that, okay? So let's start cutting the paper. I have to cut a paper. If I look here, I have to cut a paper 2 by 10, another 2 by 2, another 10 by 2, and another 10 by 10. The one that's going to go in the background. I want to use a cardstock in the back because these papers are not too, it's not, I think they're, for me, then I'm not going to put it in the Creative Memory album, are going to be too flimsy. So I'm going to use a cardstock for my background. That will be your page if you use your page album with your GB on the sides and all that, and you can look at all that in there, okay? So we're gonna start. Here is the layout. Like I say, it's page 43 is layout. I will put if you want to go to my Facebook, I'm starting a Facebook of Creative Memory Facebook, creating Facebook, where I am going to be putting all my Creative Memories creation. So if you want to be part of that, it's going to be also my description box. So let's get started. I follow my upper advisor is Nicole, that I will put her channel, and also one of my inspiration is Kim, Mom's Creations, and I have learned a lot from her. So I learned to use my trimmer, and my trimmer, she has a little hack when you want to leave a 1-inch border, you put a clip. I don't have those bulldog clips, but I have this in the inch mark, and you're gonna leave an inch there, and then here to leave an inch, you're gonna put it at 11. Okay, like that. Here you see it's at 10, at 1, and here is at there. So we're gonna start cutting my base, because I am gonna need my base. I think I decided that I am gonna use the pink because it's the color that is there the less. So I am going to start cutting my paper. Let me put it here and move this here. And I'm going to use certain tools until I get all my tools, because this is 1 inch in there, and it's 1 inch here. And then the blade cartridge is going to get there, and there you have an inch off there. So I am going to go and push, and it will stop my blade. Then all you have to do is turn your paper around, align it 1, okay. I think there's something else here that is not letting me get all the way down to 1. Okay, so we're gonna be rotating your paper until you get 1, the 4 corners, okay? So we're gonna do that. Oh, and I forgot to show you the photos that I'm gonna be scrapbooking. Silly me. You have to forgive me because, like I say, this is the first time that I have done this. For some reason it didn't cut here. Either I'm not pressing the blade all the way. Yeah, it's there. I'm new with this, so. Okay, I have my frame. The next one I'm going to cut is this one. It's going to be my 2x2, this yellow, because this is a very, so it's going to be 2 inches. So I'm going to put it 2 inches, and I'm going to cut it 2 inches, the whole thing. I don't need the whole paper, but here is the 2 inches. I don't need this paper anymore. Then this one is 2 inches, 2 inches by 10. I'm gonna call this these two 2 inches. Okay, so I have my 2 in there. Then this one is going to be also 10, but I want it to go like this. So I'm going to put my paper like this. If you want it to go like this, the lines up, I think I'm going to get the lines up. This is going to be, I'm going to cut this 2.5 by 12. Okay, make sure your paper is there. And there I have my third paper. Okay, I'm going to put it aside. And then this paper is going to be cut 10 by 10. So I am going to need to put out my my little ruler, because I am, okay, here you can see the star goes this way or go this way. I want the stars to go this way. So I'm going to put my paper in here on 10 inches. And I am going to cut. I'm going to save this piece for later. And then I'm going to rotate my paper again. And I am going to cut it 10 inches. This is 10 by 10. I am going to give them 10.5. A little more. Okay, so these two pieces you can save with your scraps. The rest of your, so we have the papers already, those papers already cut. We have the star is 10 by 10, 2.5 by 12, 2 by 12, and 2 by 12. We have 4 papers. Okay. So, now, this is going to go like this. Oh, I never show you the pictures. Okay, these pictures are from 2005. My kids were small. We went to the state fair, and they got in this thing called the tower dropper or something. It says the name in there, but I can't read it well. Oh, the tornado. It's called the upper thing. So here you see they go up, and that's why I picked these colors, because these colors, it has the pink, it has kind of like it looks like a red, but it's actually a dark pink. So I'm going to make this my 4 pictures, and we'll put them there. Okay, so far I have my paper, and I will have to do some, what do you call? So this is going to go something like this. So this one I need to cut. And this one is going to go like this. And this one like this. So I need to make some cuts. But I want to punch them first. So we have that. Now we're going to work with this. And there's where I want to use my mandala burst. Because it showed me something like, I don't know, like sparkles or something. So, making memory cartridges has these two, if you don't know, these 2 little marks. You can either use that as a reference if you're a person that like to cut to your, go to your right, or if you like to go to your left. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to take these off here because we're going to make the borders. And they are going to be done with this. You're not going to need the whole border for that. So, you see this here? I can't see my paper. I need to see my paper to know that it's going to be there. But there's a little trick for that. And the trick is, that you put a little one of these notepads, and that help you see where your little line, it's a line. And let me see here, you see? Let me see there where my thing is a line. So I'm gonna go and punch. Then I am gonna align this with this one, the next one. Make sure it's aligned correctly with the blue, and the paper is all the way back in the shoulder of the, so I am going to, okay, there it is. I'm gonna go and cut all the ones that I need, and I'll be back. Okay, you see, I already punched this, and now we're gonna do the same thing with the yellow one. Okay, so I am gonna put it in here. Make sure it's all the way about the back of this little shoulder or this little tab that the punch has. They're so easy to punch. Then you align it, there you go, and it's so easy. I love these punches. This is one of my and there's ones that are gonna retire. So if you want to look and you like any punch that are you looking for, just make sure you go, because there's a last chance. And now there's a promotion and a new collection. So here I have these two that I am going to use. Okay, so I have those already. So let's see what is next. Once you're done, you close your punch, and you're gonna have all this confetti. So you wanna get rid of that confetti, have a basket ready. Okay, so I already have my base here. I'm not going to need the punch. We'll put the punch away. I already used it. This is going to be it's going to be something like this. I think I'm going to use the orange on this side. And the yellow, I am going to put it in here like this, on top of the other one, facing the other side like this. That's the idea for me to make that border. And then what I decide to do is to take this stars and put them there. That could be, this is not going to go all the way down here because I am going to cut that. So let's see. Let me go and do like this. I am going to cut this here, and I will put them both like this. Make sure they aligned. they're not offset. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my scissors, cut one of these. Don't throw these because you can make embellishment with this. So save those. But I have that. I have this. I have this. So now what I'm going to do is the following. I am going to take my, here are my tools. I am going to take these are my scissors. I couldn't find it. I am going to take my distresser. I'm going to put all these in here. I like to have a little tray to put my stuff so I don't have a lot of space. So I am going to just go a little easy here and distress my paper. So I'm going to distress all my papers and I'll be back, okay? Okay, I distress all my paper. I'm going to use a brown color, like a cocoa color. You can use any brand of ink that you like. I'm going to color distressed. I like my papers to be distressed. And like I say on my introduction, I want to keep scrapbooking using all the tools without changing my style. And I want to show people that that's possible. I scrap because I'm happy. I like anything that makes me happy. So I am scrapbooking this. Seems like not too much ink here. Okay, so I did that one. Let's do this one. And I just scrap the edges a little bit so it will just give them a little tiny color. You see there, you can go like this, or you can use weight, or you don't have to do this at all. You do what make you happy. So I am just following and using the, I'm trying to stay into the sketch the most as I can, but adding my personal touches because I really like, I scuffle my edges. And I really enjoy doing that. Let me see if this ink is better. Oh, yeah. So that's what I do. I just use one of these applicators and kind of make it pop. It's something I have done for years. Some people don't like it. Other people like it. So it's up to you. I'm done with my edges. So now let's go in. So we have our frame. We have our paper. They're distressed. We have our two corners. We have one of our embellishments borders. And now what we need to do is cut the pictures. I am going to do 4x4. I have the old personal trimmer and it still works amazing. So I just don't have an issue with it and I just love it. Okay, I'm gonna try to find my pictures because I put them here to show you. Oh, here they are. So I want this to be 4, So the main focus that I want on this picture is this. And let's see if it's 4x4. Yep, and it's 4x4. But I am gonna cut a quarter off because I want to mat my pictures. So it's gonna be 3 3/4. Oh, I have to put this side. I want to cut this side. 3 3/4. Okay. Okay, there it is. There's one. My daughter and most of the people are here, so I don't mind cutting part of this because I want part of the ride to show. So I am gonna cut it here. I learned this. I wasn't a person that liked cutting my pictures, but you know what? Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And here it's going to be 3 3/4 because I'm going to cut the mat. So it's going to be 3/4 by 3/4, your pictures, because I want to put a mat. I have to cut a little more here of this one, 3 3/4. I don't want to be confusing. Okay. I have 2. Let's get rid of these. All this. I have a trash can here. Okay. Now we have this one. This one has a lot of space. 3 3/4. I know I want to buy the new one, but I don't have a justification. I have other things that I want to buy before I buy my other, and this trimmer still works great. So I use it only for my pictures. And it works great. So that's why I don't find, and I have this photo, and I am gonna focus on this people here. So we're gonna cut this 3 3/4. Okay, that's that. And then I am going to do the same here, but instead of cutting the legs, we're going to cut, we want to leave the legs of everybody intact. Okay, so we have our 4 pictures already cut. So we're going to go to our next. We got pictures. We're going to then go and see what I want to do for if I want to use something like this. I want to use the orange. This one has the colors. This one has the colors. And let me see if I have another one of two, but I don't have another one of this. It has like that shimmer. Only this one. Well, I can do this one. That's weird. Unless I have one in here. Oh, I have this one. Okay, so I'm gonna pick those. Okay, so I'm gonna pick those, and those are the variety pack. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all my pictures, and I'll be back. Okay, here I have my pictures. Like you see here is supposed to be another picture, but I kind of ignore that. And this is how I ambition this. I don't know. I think I'm going to use, this is from Summer Light, these two. I'm not sure. This is cut to 10 inches. And what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this, you know, gonna pair them, because I cut them the one side to leave the middle. So I am going to be using my tape runner because, like I said before, I trying to use all the ink, all the glue I have. This one is repositionable, but it's another brand. But I know that the ones that Making Memory has, it's amazing. Okay, I got it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of align this with this, like that. Then it's going to go here. There's going to be a little bit, but I am going to put glue here and glue here and some glue here on the side. Okay, so okay, so I am going to use my multi-purpose, just a little, to kind of give a little lifting here to put this. And, oh, I forgot to put glue. Need to stand up for this because it's gonna go in here, there, and straight to there, and then this is gonna go on top like that. Oops, I think I need to reposition this a little better because this is a little, it needs to go a little more in. A little more in. Yes. Make sure that those bursts are aligned with the edge. There we go. That's the good thing about having repositionable ink. Okay, so there is all my, now I have my pictures. Here is this too. These were supposed to be, they look crooked. It is me or is the paper? They look crooked. Okay, now that's better. Okay, now I am gonna go ahead and work on my, here I want to put something, and I was thinking of putting this. So, but I wanted it popped up. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put pop dots on this, and I'll be back. Okay, so here is, I put the summer night stars there, but I am going to put this on the bottom because it has another one in here. So I'm going to use another summer star with my repositionable tape. It's from another company, but like I say, I'm trying to use what I have. And this one, it's gonna go like all the way from one corner. I kind of measure it, and then I will have to lift this little piece here. I'm using the gap of the star to align this, and it needs to go all the way to the edge. There, and there, and there. Okay, so there is the base page so far. We're gonna put the pictures. So, okay, so the pictures, I put them here, and there was a problem because they kind of blend too much. So I have these scraps of black, and I am gonna just put them on here, on this, like 1/8 of an inch, just to make them pop. And I love my little photo polishing clothes. I love it. Like to clean my photos. Then let's do this one with this piece of 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and we have 4. So I sometimes, when I get pieces, I cut them like 4 by 6 and have them ready in different colors of my cardstock. So, okay, and I have one more. If you see my hands shake, it's because I have a condition that makes my hands shake. So I apologize for that, because some people ask me. So now I am going to go ahead and trim this, and I'll be back. Okay, this is what I have so far. I took the 2 pieces that I have cut from this, and I'll offset it. So I'm going to put my pictures first, and this is going to be the first picture that I am going to put. And I put it in black because I wanted to offset a little bit and make it pop. And I want it about there. Okay, there's number 1. Let's put the bottom one. I hope you get inspired. This was a lot of fun. I don't go in this kind of rides. I'm not a trail person, but my kids love. And this was a while ago in a fair, in the Arizona State Fair, and they had a blast. But this were many years ago, and now I am found and organized my pictures, and I'm trying to use the papers, even though this is an out, I want it to be with that one. Okay, it needs to go down here a little. It's just, okay, it's there. Okay, perfect. So here is my, let me just put a little bit more of glue in here to glue those. Okay, now let's glue this one. About there. I'm gonna make like a quadrant, and then I am gonna put some glue on both sides, and I am gonna tack this here to make a cluster. So I have my three, you know, my three cluster. And then for this, I'm gonna put here your star here, but I needed something for the back, and I am gonna take this and I am gonna put it here. Okay, and then I pop this and pop dots your star, and I'm going to cover what it says in the sticker. So that way, because I don't think I have an appetite like a black hole. My kids were really, really picky. So there we go. So I need something else to kind of like pop that up. And I thought about what was I was thinking I was gonna put in there. I was gonna put okay, I have from here. Let's see what I can use from here. Maybe I can put some stars, a star in here. There we go. Now I need to do this cluster, and I need to put this picture. So this picture goes about there. I put a repositionable on this. So there is my other picture. Okay. And for here, I took 3 stickers. I took the lightest speed ahead, and I took one of the start and put it here, and I took one of the moons, and I am gonna pop this up with 3-dimensional. There. Oops, I need to move it a little bit. I think I need to put another piece of 3-dimensional in here, because these edges are Where's my scissors? My scissors. I got my scissors somewhere. Oh, here they are. I'm gonna just cut this in half and put it on the edges. Okay, so I'm going to take the backs, backing, okay, speed ahead, light speed ahead. Okay, so I think I'm not going to use any more of the stickers. I'm done with the stickers, but this came with these little stars. Okay, so I want to give them a touch of bling. So I am going to open this, and this came with my ephemera of outer space. And I am going to use a blue, a yellow, and orange here. I'm going to put in this next cluster another one over here, a yellow, and an orange, and then over here you can see my triangle here. I am going to put another one here, a yellow here, and an orange here. Okay. My title is Lighter Speed. You Are a Star. That's going to be my title. I need to put more of these adhesive to make sure that everything is. So there is, I am going to move this out of the place now so I can show you. Here is and here is my layout. I hope you enjoy. I am going to journal with my Muji pen. I have a Muji pen in here, or I might type it and put it in here in a little place. So my title is You're a Star, Lighter Speed Ahead. So thank you for watching. I hope you get inspired by this video. And if you have any question of any of the tools I use, let me know. And this is my interpretation of the number 43 from 2022, Our Moment collection, using Out of This World collection for these fun pictures. So that means that you don't have to do it for space. I did it for the fair. Have a wonderful day. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you subscribe. If you give me thumbs up, I will be appreciated. And if you want to leave a comment, I will answer you back. Have a wonderful day. Happy crafting. Okay, here's the layout finished. I have to put some of the titles. I have some titles, and I thought Wonder was one of the best titles, so I added the title after I finish. But basically, I try to follow. I have my 3 clusters for my focal point. I have 4 pictures instead of 3, and I think I did, I follow the sketch as best as possible. And let me see if it says here, because it's weird that it doesn't say, it's page 43 of the new book, 101 Scrapbook Ideas. Okay, so thank you. You will see some shots at the end, and it was very fun creating this. This is my first layout in using a creating. You can use this was out of the world collection. I never thought I was going to use it. It was kind of a little too childish for me, but I was able to incorporate it in here. So the space is the limit in your imagination. So thank you, and I see you soon in another video.